Yo, what is up everybody? Brandon SF101 here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a method on how to make the most money from the Cayo Perico Heist solo. And yes, this method can be used when the Panther statue is out. Now, some of you may already be aware of this method. However, I just wanted to show you guys anyway, just because I know you can't do the Cayo Perico door glitches anymore. And this is the next best method to fill up your duffel bag after the door glitch. Now what you want to do is make sure you have done the scope out for the Cayo heist, but scoped out enough of the secondary targets outside of the compound to fill up your duffel bag. Now this can be done on the original scope out, and it can also be done when you guys have got your heist set up, so it can technically be done at any point once you obviously have your casaca. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to scope out these locations, where they are on the map, and also which loot is the most valuable that you can actually find. Following this, I'm also going to be completing a heist and showing you guys the total amount of money that I'm able to take out from the Cayo Perico heist by myself as a solo heist. One thing that you guys will need that will make this a million times easier for you all is make sure you guys have done the long fin prep so you can select your long fin as the approach vehicle. Now you may have seen already that I've got my heist already set up, ready to rock and roll. Now all I've done here is I've activated the scope out mission one more time, so again I can go back to the island and find these secondary locations that obviously hold this extra loot. One thing I'd recommend when you get to the Cayo Island is just jump on the bike, because it will speed things up a little bit. It just means you'll be able to drive to each location and make everything a little bit quicker. Now the first location will be in the big hangar next to where the plane is parked. Now as you can see, when you drive into the hangar, you just want to go to the back of the hangar, and next to the barrels, this is going to be the first location where secondary loot can spawn for you guys. On my heist here, you can see that I've got two piles of cash, one on each side on individual benches, and you will need to take a photo of each stash, so it will show up on your map, and obviously Pavel can mark it as a loot location for you. Now there's actually another spot as well in here that you can actually go to and scope out, and you get to it by using the forklift as I'm showing you here. All you want to do is grab the crate, lift it up to the maximum height that it will go to, ram it into this wall here, jump over the top of the wall, and then whip out your phone and take a photo if you guys have any loot here as well. Once you guys taken a photo of this, you can then go back to where you came, jump back over the railing, and jump back down and go to the next location. The second spot I'm going to be showing you guys is just on the other side of the airstrip. Now, as you can see, it's like a big shed sort of thing. You drive inside it or you walk inside it, and there are some more gates. And again, this is another location where loot can spawn. I didn't have anything spawn here for me. However, this is another location where loot can spawn. The next place we're going to be going to, as you can see here, I've marked it on the map, and this is going to be the North Dock. Just follow the same route I'm taking here. Go over there on the bike or car, it doesn't matter. This route, it makes it nice and easy, and just be careful on the way you do not get spotted by any guards. When you get to the North Dock, you'll see a biggish building with the doors open. You want to walk inside there, and you'll see there's another gated area where two stashes of loot can spawn. I again will scope this out, take a photo of each stash. On the left I have the weed, and on the right I have another pile of cash. So again, just make sure you take photos of each stash. From here, you want to leave this building and go to the next one I have marked on the map for you guys here. When you approach the building, you want to go around the back side, and you'll be able to see there's another gated area where the loot can spawn. I'm going to take a quick photo because, as you guys can see, I have got coke, and this is one of the best secondaries you can get outside of the compound. Now, the last but not least location I'm going to be showing you all today is literally just across the way. You can see I'm marking the building right here. This is another nice and easy one to get to, and you can literally follow the route I'm taking to get to this building. And there is another stash here that you guys can scope out. When you approach the building, you simply want to go around to the front of it, and you'll see there'll be another couple of tables in there where the secondary loot can spawn. Now from here, once you've got enough loot to fill your bag, you simply want to open your start menu and find a new session, but make sure you have your casaca set as your spawn location. When you get back to your heist table, you'll see that the secondary targets have been saved, and you'll be able to loot them when you start up your heist, providing that you've got the correct setups in place. Now mostly all you'll need here is a mandatory setup anyway, which is the cutting torch, so again just make sure you have this before you try and do this method. You simply then want to obviously make sure your heist is set up, start your heist, select your long fin as the approach vehicle, and if you can, enter at the north dock because it will spawn you the closest to the loot that you want to pick up. When you guys are in the heist, there is a specific order of loot that I would 100% recommend going for, and this will be coke, weed, and then cash. Now, this is because the coke will get you the most money, the weed will get you the second most amount of money, and the cash will get you the least amount of money. So again, guys, just make sure you get them in that order, and you'll be able to get the most from the secondary loots that you can possibly get. When you guys are running around outside the compound and getting this loot, obviously you can shoot the guards because you now have your weapons. And again, you just want to be careful that you do not get alerted when you're picking up all of this extra loot. When you've grabbed enough loot to fill your bag, all you want to do is head back over to the long fin, jump into the long fin, drive around to the back of the compound and enter through the drainage channel as you usually would. Do not forget to equip your respirator when you guys jump into the water, or you probably will drown, and obviously you'll have to do this part of the heist again. I'm going to be showing you guys the route that I like to take if I'm doing the Cayo heist solo. It's very easy. It's probably the easiest route you can take if you are doing it solo. And what you want to do when you spawn in is turn around, head up the first set of stairs, go up the second sort of little set of stairs, climb onto the railing, jump onto the pergola on the roof, and then you can run along the roofs all the way to El Rubio's office, jump over the railing again, and you'll be able to take out the guards around the office, obviously to get the gate key so you can then loot the primary target. One thing I will say is when you're shooting this guard, make sure you kill him before he walks up to the staircase, because if you kill him near the staircase, the Juggernaut will see him and set off the alarms when he walks up those steps himself. From here, what you want to do is head up to El Rubio's office and check the safe. You don't really need to grab the key cards because you're not going into the rooms anyway, and you can't do that solo anymore. Head down into the basement using the keys you've picked up, run over to the door and start the fingerprint hack. Once you guys have done the fingerprint hack, then head over to the primary target, grab your primary target using the plasma cutter. As you can see, I got a pink diamond on hard mode, so it's going to give me 1.43 million, which is the most you can get when the Panther statue isn't out. And following this, you then want to exit the basement. A little tip for you guys is if you're doing this heist solo, when you've come out of the basement, obviously headed up the stairs, ready to exit the compound, you don't really need to kill anyone. You can head straight over to the yellow zone, hit right on the D-pad and exit the compound. Once you're outside, just run down the path, take out the guy that's standing by the motorbike, and then you'll be able to use the motorbike to escape the island. I'm showing you guys the fastest way right here to get off the island. You do not have to go back to your escape vehicle. You can literally take this route I'm showing you, head off the island using the motorbike, jump into the water, and swim away from the island, and it will end the heist for you. What you want to look for when you are in the water is you'll see like a triangle of cones. You want to swim over into the middle of them and it will end your heist. One thing I'll mention as well is that as you can see here, my take is almost 1.9 million, and if you're doing this solo like I am right now, you'll be getting around 1.6 million for doing the heist solo, depending on A, what primary target loots you have, B, what secondary loots you have. Obviously if you have a full bag of coke, you'll be getting a lot more. And obviously, like me, if you're doing it on hard mode with the pink diamond, you'll be getting the most money you can get in total. So guys, if you found this video helpful or entertaining, feel free to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on the way out, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.